Would you like to sell her? Sell her. Sell her. That's a thought. Maybe it's time you did think about it. You don't need her. She just decorates your house. Sell her to me. I'll put her to good use. You're too easy with her. Look at the way that field slave is dancing. Carrying on like it's down in a heat. I'm going to stop for that. Take that rebellious slave out of my sight! You and the other drivers, give him a good whipping.
Yes, master.
Ah!
Stop! In the name of Jehovah. You have no right to beat a Kara. What has he done? Move on my way before you get it too.
What's the matter, Bomba? Can't you take care of anything?
Master, do you think...
Go on, get out of the way. I'll handle the trouble with him myself.
You are the one who's causing the trouble. You have no right. You are not the overseer of Lillienburg Plantation.
Don't you talk to me like that! I'll have you whipped too! What is going on there? Why is the celebration disrupted?
You are the owner of this plantation, Master Barkage. Do you think it is right that Vandenberg and his bombardier from Magdalenenburg Plantation should come and damage what is on your property?
Vandenberg, what are you doing down there? Come back here where you belong. Coffee is right. Can't have you messing around my property.
Barkeep, how can you allow that? That slave to tell you what is right or wrong? Any overseer can tell any slave what to do, or have him flogged.
Coffee.
Yes, master.
Go into the house and prepare drinks for my guests.
Yes, master.
Nana, arrange for dinner to be served out here. Send the rest of the field slaves back to their quarters. Now that the entertainment is over.
The celebration is over.
Go to the quarter. Quick, move! Of course not. He and his guests are busy drinking in there. But they'll soon be out for dinner, so you better hurry up and fix the table.
All right. If Nefertari, give me a hand. Everything will be ready soon. Come, Nefertari. Nefertari, go get the marble for me, please. And take this with you.
Yes, Mama.
I overheard them talking.
Talking? Who talking?
Massa. Massa and that Vandenberg. It seems that Vandenberg wants to buy some more slaves.
Oh, no. Not again. Who let the man find?
I heard that Vandenberg bargaining for Nefertari.
No! No, it's not true. No, it can't be. No! Oh, no.
But he promised us, Kofi. When Nefertari was born, he promised he would never sell any of us.
Yes, I know. But what can we do? He can do what he wants with any of us. Only the great Jack can stop him.
But it's not right. He can't send me away from here. I was born here. Here is where I belong.
Don't cry, my princess. He hasn't done it yet. Maybe he was just talking. And that Vandenberg, he was drunk. Maybe he might and maybe he might not. All we can do is just hope and pray.
But how could he do this to us? We're not animals. We serve him well. He likes my cooking. He likes your carving. And he likes Nefertari. Always has. Ever since she was born in this great house, we treat her like a daughter.
Oh, that's a lie! He was just preparing me for a moment like this. All he ever wanted to do was make money. He's a wicked mess. I hate him. I'm running away from Lillianburg, and I'm gonna tell Akara. Oh, no! No!
Help us. Oh, Jack.
Excuse me. Oh, hiya. You must be Jacques Van Groenvigel.
Jacques Charbon van Groenwegel. You're expecting me?
Yes, the overseer told me last night that you would be here today.
Well, here I am.
We expected you rather earlier, though. At daybreak, in fact.
Oh, was that so?
You're going to be told you're late.
I had to ride up from Fort Narsa, but I shall be in time tomorrow morning. Are you my colleague?
Yes. My name is Andre Forey. I've been doing the work of two bookkeepers for the past week. They cleared out the other one as soon as I heard you were coming. Do you see that house?
Yes, I do. What about it?
That's where Vandenberg lives. He is there now. You better go report to him. I will see you later.
Well, just one thing. Give me a hint as to the situation around here before I go up to meet the boss, will you? Is it a nice place, this?
I've stayed with you too long, and there's somebody waiting for me in my quarters. All I'm to do, if I'm even to do that, is to give you directions as to where to find the overseer. I don't want to get in any trouble if I can help it.
Well, don't let me keep you back.
And look, be a good chap and don't repeat anything that I've said to you.
You haven't said anything, so I can't repeat it. But it seems a strict sort of place now, doesn't it?
You'll find out all about it yourself.
I'm looking forward to that.
You've never been to the Caribbean before. I can see that.
Well, yes. I have been to Jamaica and Barbados before, but it is my first time here in Guyana. I've come to learn planting and estate management.
Yes, well, you'll learn all right. You couldn't come close to a better spot than Magda Lindenberg here on the Kanji. I must be off now.
Well, just one more thing.
What is it now?
Shouldn't I go up to see the owner?
Move around with a sobre. You, a bookkeeper, to call on her. She doesn't have much truck with the likes of us, Van Groenvigel, unless, Well, you better go and make your apologies to Vanderbilt for being late. He'll probably send you back to me to set you to work. I am the senior bookkeeper, you know. Where's the rest of your luggage?
Oh, it's coming by boat from Port St. Andreas. It'll be here sometime tomorrow.
Oh, look, here comes Vanderbilt now. I will see you later.
Who are you? I'm Van Groenwegel, sir, the new bookkeeper. Oh, yes. Why are you so late this morning?
I must apologize. I couldn't get away any earlier.
What ship you come by?
I came in last week.
Then why the hell didn't you report at once?
I was not to turn in before today, the first working day of the month.
Oh, yes. Who told you that?
That was arranged when I left Holland. We made a quicker voyage than we anticipated, and when I got to Port St. Andreas, I found that I had a week on my hands. I brought a letter to some Dutch missionaries on the Berbice, so I visited them and rode up from Port Nassau through the trail.
Letters to missionaries, eh? Ha! Ha ha! I don't trust those do-good Christians. You are a stranger with a lot to learn.
Why do you say that? Is there something wrong?
Bookkeepers don't go about this country with letters to missionaries. And many a man has lost his job for being an hourly.
Well, what's the fuss? I mean, I'm here after all.
Let me tell you something, bookkeeper. You're not here for a holiday. And jobs are not easily picked up here.
Perhaps not. Do you mean to say that I am to lose my job before I've even found it?
Damn my soul! Is this the way you are going to begin?
I expected a different sort of greeting. Now, I am a bookkeeper, yes. But I might be treated courteously. I have just arrived, and you keep me standing out here on the road as if I were some sort of slave.
No, I'm sorry. I truly am. Perhaps you would like to walk up to the great house and be received in Mefrau Vernesobre's drawing room.
No, that's not such a bad idea.
Now look here, bookkeeper. Don't commence by playing the fool, or you won't last long at Magdalenenburg. If it weren't that you were engaged in Holland, you would be going off this estate now! You seem to be quite high and mighty. But you have a lot to learn, and you'd better see about learning it damn quickly. Samba!
Yes, master.
Samba! Take this gentleman to the bookkeeper's quarters and show him his room.
Yes, master.
When you have been there and had something to eat, Samba will take you to Furi, who is your senior. He will tell you what you have to do.
Yes, that sounds fine.
Van Gorwegen, the overseer of a plantation in Kanji and Berbice, is used to being respectfully spoken to by his bookkeeper. When you address me in the future, don't forget to say, sir. Dutch airs and graces won't do here. Understand?
Where does Mr. Fourie live, Samba?
There he is, master, on the veranda.
Oh, I see him.
Samba, go find out the ditty and bring it here. Thank you. I'll just put that there. Step up.
Thank you.
Saul, how do you like it so far?
So far, there's been nothing much to like. You drink? Yes, please.
Don't say that to anyone else but me if you want to keep your job. For if you lose one in this country, it's hell to find another.
Is that why you stick here?
Of course. But what about you? Why would a man as well dressed as you come to the Berbice or the Kanji for a bookkeeper's job? It doesn't look natural.
No, it doesn't, eh?
You don't mind my coldness, do you?
No, not at all.
We have to work together. Well, I'm lonely as hell in this place, so I would like to start off being friends right away.
That's fine by me, Andre.
For when two bookkeepers on a state are not friendly, it is very difficult for both of them.
Well, Andre, I should very much like to be your friend. And I'll tell you right off that I'm not exactly a pauper. Meaning that I'm able to afford any little things that I may need to buy.
Good for you. I have nothing but my pay like most bookkeepers, and well, that is never enough. I have to stick wherever I get employment.
Now, why is that? What prevents you from going in? If you come to lose 2 or 3 jobs, the overseer and attorney come to think you're no good. Then you're done for. You seem to be all right. You don't need to worry so much.
That's a relief. You are Dutch, of course.
Like yourself, yes. Well, only you are a gentleman.
Well, let us hope that we are both gentlemen, Andre.
Can't afford to be a gentleman. Anyways, gentlemen bookkeepers don't last long here.
And why is that?
Look, I'll get down to duty to look after your room till you find some of your own, eh, Jacques? Aphrodite's a very good girl, but you'll have to find someone of your own, for she has a lot to do for me, besides doing her ordinary work in the great house.
She's your servant.
She is my housekeeper, and a good girl. I think I hear now. What Aphrodite? He's the other bookkeeper. He's going to be staying in Mr. Winkle's room, and I would like you to look after him for him till he finds somebody of his own to do it. There won't be too much for you.
No. And it won't be long.
Just so. I suppose they do allow a servant, don't they?
You allow the housekeeper to do the necessary things, but not for all time, or she'll have other work to do.
And them all is thief. Them all rob you. Except if you're their sweetheart. But I find a sweetheart for you, Massa. Especially you're such a pretty gentleman.
And who you get for him, Aphrodite?
I heard Mr. is buying a picture of my cousin. She over at Lillingsburg. She coming over to Magdalena soon. I get her for you if you want her. What you say?
No. No, Aphrodite. Don't you think it would be much more proper for me to select my lady love myself?
Yes. For what I think may suit you, you might like. Your taste may be different.
Of course, my taste is different.
But Nefertari is a good-looking girl and can work hard. She's like a free girl, Massa. She go up in the great house at the end. She's free to go anywhere and do anything, almost.
And when next will she be here, Aphrodite?
I don't know, but soon. When she come over, I'll bring her to see you. That will be no harm. You don't have to take her if you don't want to. What is it?
Just as you please. There can be no objection to the young lady calling on me, if that's the custom of the country. And of course, I shall like her, but that does not mean I shall take her. Now, here's something for you, Aphrodite.
Oh, I like it. I live here, and Nefertari lives here, and we will make this place clean and convenient for you. We will be happy.
That's all right, Aphrodite. Look, you better get back to the great house, or I will be blamed.
Don't worry, Master. I get Nefertari for you.
Come, Jacques. I'll show you where we work.
Certainly.
Stop!
But Martha, she's lady and she's not working hard enough.
Forey, what's this about?
Some neglect of duty, perhaps. But I suppose he's taking it out on her for a private reason. Possibly she wouldn't have him, and now he is showing her what she might expect.
But
from
these
her
people aren't
rejection.
allowed to whip without permission from white men, are they?
That is thrown away, yes.
I thought that in these days, only the white men of the state could give a flogging order. Isn't that true?
Practice and theory are sometimes different, Jacques. If you prevented the driver from using the whip altogether, you shouldn't have every slave raising the devil. There's plenty of flogging on Mandalinenberg, Jacques. More, perhaps, than any other plantation.
Are the slaves here worse?
They are pretty bad. Rebellious sort.
But a lady lives here on the plantation. Mevrouw Werner Sobering herself lives here, and she's a young woman from what I hear. Doesn't she take a personal interest in these things? What about her influence?
You'll get a chance right now.
What is all this commotion about? Why is that slave girl being punished? Why is nobody working? And you, get back to work. Who is this?
This is Jacques van Groenwegel, the new bookkeeper, mevrouw. He came in yesterday.
Mr. Vandenberg, get control of this situation. If there's discipline required, see to it.
But mevrouw, we are supposed to go to Lilienberg this afternoon. There are some slaves to be bought that I'd like you to see for yourself.
I don't think I shall go today.
But you said you would, mevrouw van der Sobering. We arranged it last week.
And now I say I won't. And that settles it. You can go to Lilienberg by yourself. After you have straightened up this mess, I'll not keep you any longer, Mr. Vandenberg.
Get up! Get up, slave! Bomba! Get this slave off the ground! Move!
Welcome to Magdalenenberg, Jacques. Though I wish you had come at another time when I was not obliged to superintend the punishment of rebellious slaves.
Well, thank you. And tell me, how rebellious are they?
That is a long story, and one that I could not tell you here. You do not know the difficulties we have with our people. Unless we inspire them with the proper dread, they may rise at any moment and cut our throats. Ah, you look incredulous. Wait until you've been here a month. I suppose you think me cruel.
It is not for me, your employee, to think you cruel or to think anything disrespectful of you. That would be impertinence.
Not in you, Jacques van Groenwegel. A rather aristocratic name. I shall call you Jacques, and you may call me Elizabeth.
Why, thank you, Elizabeth.
Do you think it a pretty name?
Not by any means as pretty as its bearer. But then what name could be?
Good. Good. I can see we are going to be excellent friends. But you are a flatterer, I think.
Rather one who speaks the truth, too boldly. But only the truth.
Better and better. But you puzzle me, Jacques. How is it that you've come all the way out here to be a bookkeeper? You don't look the part.
I came out from Holland to learn the planting business, mevrouw.
Elizabeth. I thought when I saw you a little while ago that a man of your appearance was hardly cut out to be a bookkeeper. You are a very handsome man. If you're looking for the servants, they don't matter. We are practically alone here. They are not people. They do not have feelings like we do. Vandenberg treat you?
He has not had time to treat me well or ill as of yet. So far, I have had hardly anything to do with him.
He'll treat you properly. He must. You needn't be afraid of him.
Him? I hadn't the slightest intention of fearing him. Why should I?
Others have feared him. He's a passionate man with a strong will.
And what does that have to do with me, Frau? Oh, Elizabeth.
Nothing, maybe. And yet it may have. But don't worry, you won't really be under him. I reside on his plantation and control it. I understand all about the planting business. You say you wish to learn it? Well, then you'd better learn it directly under me. Then you'll have little to do with Vandenberg. What do you say to my being your overseer?
It would be impossible for me to have a more charming one.
Or a more competent one. Lord, how bored I have been for so long.
It couldn't have been all that bad. Surely there must be things to do.
I think my boredom is over now.
Is it? And what makes you think that?
I came out here to see what all the commotion was about. And I found you.
If I can amuse you, I am sure that I shall be glad.
Your friendship can make my life very different, Jacques. You will come up to the Great House for dinner tonight?
Well, I did promise Frey that we should dine together tonight.
He'll not hold you to that promise, I'm sure. I suppose he's been talking to you about me. Old hands always talk about the proprietors to newcomers, you know.
No, he has said nothing.
Then I suppose you do not wish to dine with me tonight. But whenever you would like, Jacques, just let me know. I would be delighted to entertain you. I must be going now to see about matters of plantation business. Till we meet again. Goodbye.
Don't touch I dread, I in pain. Oh, it's you, Nefertari. What are you doing here?
Kara, I had to come. Even though everyone was told to stay in the house, are you hurt bad?
Bad enough. I lucky still to be alive. But them murder go and pay. Them go and pay for them to I and I sister tonight.
How could they do this to us? We're not animals to be beaten and whipped.
I don't know. But I can't take no more of this debt and this slavery. We have to do something.
Look here, Kara. I have some poultice for your wound. After I heard what happened out there, at first I thought...
We have to do something. It's either we stand up and fight, or rebel.
We could all get killed. The Dutch planters have guns.
Then we will take the guns and use them. Even dying is better than this hell.
I know that slavery is death in itself. Akara, let's run away into the jungle. They want to sell me.
What?
It's the only thing we can do to survive.
They want to sell you to who? How you know this? Come on, tell I.
Papa Kofi said he overheard Massa Barky and his friends talking. How can he do this? I was born here.
This is not your home. I come from a shanty land. Across the waters. Yes, we must get away from here. But first we have to kill the planters and the drivers, or else they will come after us in the forest with those dogs and Indians.
We can't fight them. Let's take our chances in the jungle. We have to.
I can't just leave the others here to suffer. You see, once we stand together, then we can win. Today we lose them because everyone else is afraid to fight back.
But many of us are women and children. We're not warriors like you.
But we are all slaves. We must all be warriors. We must fight for freedom.
But how can we? The Dutch planters know everything. And who's gonna lead us? You can't do it by yourself.
Have no fear, Ashanti woman. There are other slaves in the fields who are willing to fight for their freedom when the time is right. What about those in the great house? Would they want to fight against myself?
I don't know. But I will. I grew up in Master's great house all my life. And he treats me like a daughter. Well, now he wants to sell me. Well, I'll fight. I want my freedom to do what I want and to be who I want to be. And nobody's gonna own me, not Master, not anybody. Only you, Kara.
Your sister is dead. But there are two hungry and tired blacks at the back door.
What's that? Who are they?
They said they come from Kanji to bring news of some uprising.
Not so long, somebody could hear you. Where are they?
They're in the kitchen. I give them some nourishment.
Anyone else knows they're here? Any of the whites?
No, I don't think so.
Go and bring them in, Nana. And send Nefertari for a car. Keep a sharp lookout. Go.
Right away, Kofi. Oh, Jehovah, help us. Here, Kofi. You talk to them. I'm going back to the kitchen and keep a sharp lookout. I don't send the car for a car.
All right, Nana, that is good. Come in. To see. Tell me what is happening at the Kanji.
You all better hurry up, Kofi. Master Baki and the other whites could come from church any moment. Make haste.
Who are you? What news do you have?
I am Samba, the fastest and the strongest running out of the country. That is why they send I will lose the revolt.
What is happening?
You Kofi the Cooper?
Yes, that's I. Who are you?
Greetings. Greetings, brother, in the name of Jehovah. I am a Cabri, a free man. I found Samba here stumbling through the jungle where I live.
Who sent you to me?
Leaders of the rebellion, the slaves at Magdalenenburg rising up. All of the slaves and the country rising up.
Why? What caused it?
We couldn't stand the treatment and the conditions anymore. Too much whipping and too much work. Not enough rest, not enough food.
Come on, man. Be coherent. Tell me from the start.
All right, Coffee. It was last Wednesday.
Today is February 27th. Last Wednesday was February 23rd. Yes, go on.
And that same morning, one of the slaves killed Andy Foley, one of the bookkeeper.
What for?
The other bookkeeper, Master Jack, he escaped. Looking for me boss, Master Vinneberg. You don't see it. What's the time plantation at the time? The whites.
But what caused it?
Too cruel, man. Nobody liked them. Anyways, we all joined up in the killing of the other whites. Then we ransacked the great house.
You all killed the owner of Magdalenenburg before born and sober?
Nah, she escaped with the new bookkeeper, Master Jack.
So, tell me everything from the start. Tell me everything that happened.
Well, we went to the next plantation, La Providence. The manager, Jean Jolly, he ran away real fast anyhow. The blacks are rising. But about 10 blocks from there, joined up with we.
Only 10? What about the rest of the blacks?
The remaining 44 so refused to join me. We also went to the plantation Stephenburg. The blacks, they refused to join us.
So, where is everybody now?
Turned to Magdalenenburg. We'll spend the rest of the day and night celebrating in Guyana.
Listen, Kofi.
Yes.
3 days ago, I heard word through the drums that some armed sailors coming in overland from Fort Nassau.
So, what did the free blacks do?
Well, everybody gonna cross the Kanji River in the direction of Quarantine. But I found Samba and brought him here to let you all know it has started. This is Nyabingi time now, Kofi.
Yes, I know. But the question is, what now to do? Oh, here comes my fellow conspirator now. Come on in quickly, brother.
Brother Kofi, what's going on? Nefertari just told me to come here right away. That's something important to happen.
Yes, Akara. We got good news and we got bad news. Is it safe out there? Master retorted where the whites.
Them almost drunk guys sleeping. You know how it is when they've gone up river to worship them devil god on some days. But what's going on here? Talk quick! I don't like being in this place.
We got trouble. Rebellion. Ganji slaves rise up. Samba and Akabra here just bring me word from Magdalenenburg of the Kanji.
Couldn't wait any longer for the time planned for General Uprising and Berbice Uprising.
Oh, why no? It's what happened to you all. Now everything we've been planning has gone wrong.
We had to seize the chance. everything happens so suddenly.
Okay, don't get mad with Samba. No. We've got to do something now. This is what you wanted, Akara. This is our time now. It's up to us.
All right. All right, it's time to fight. Time to kill all them white murderers, get with revenge, and end this whole slavery.
Yeah. Just say the time has come for all his people to trod Mount Zion.
But how can we be sure that what Samba here says is all true?
Well, we've got to accept what he says true. Are you going to run across swamp, river, and savannah to tell me?
That's right. You think it's easy to run Thursday to Sunday cross country? I nearly didn't make it.
Nana, is anybody on the lookout?
Yes, Papa Coffee. Some slave boys in the kitchen keeping an eye out for the whites. Are we gonna fight or run?
Okay, Kofi, it's time to fight. We've stalled long enough.
Yes, we must fight for our freedom. No use running away now. Kofi, an eye for an eye.
Not so fast. Suppose it's a trick or a false alarm. And even so, we have no weapons.
Well, that's the chance we have to take. I served Massa all my life, but I don't like being a slave. And now, he wants to sell my only child.
We can succeed if we do things together. We're more than them in numbers.
If Kanji don't rise up, what can we do?
We've got to do the same. I'd rather die than continue being a slave.
But it won't be that easy. We aren't coordinated enough. Everybody not prepared. And what about the women and the children?
What about us? We want freedom too.
Kofi, time is now.
We'll hold back too long already. Look, we don't take too much from this slave master. Them kill the women, them rape the girl, and them beat the men. Time to rebel.
Them starving, them working hard. And they think them the only one can live in a big house and eat good food and wear fine clothes. Freedom now, Kofi.
All right. Don't be too hard on Papa Kofi. Maybe Kofi is too old for this. And as how he's an Akompo and a high priest and a holy man, he wants nothing to do with all this.
Nonsense. My being an Akomfo has nothing to do with it. As a high priest, I'm a wise man. We've got to be sure of what we are doing and what we are getting into. Killing is not easy.
So then what makes it so easy for the whites? Man, once it's filled with freedom from this year Brexit slavery, that makes it much more than easy.
Kofi, we have to fight. The black side of the country to strike a blow for with freedom. Ain't no turning back now.
Oh, Almighty Jehovah, great God of Ashanti and Ayakompo, only you can help us.
Nana, now is no time to pray to the heavens.
Then who can help us? These men here are arguing over our freedom. Who to turn to?
So, who will lead us in battle? I'm no warrior.
Oh, great Jah, what to do?
Look, we got to do it for ourselves. We can't depend on no one else to do it for us. Great Jah in heaven didn't put us here to be slaves for the Dutchmen. Neither can we depend on the same God slave master serves. We know the true and living God. Everyone must be free.
But everything is happening so suddenly, so unexpectedly. What time is it, Nana?
It's about time for Massa to come back.
Then who will lead us in battle?
Yeah, we must know. Because soon the whites will be here. We have much time.
The best man, of course, will have to lead us. There are hundreds of us here.
All right. Let that wait till later. Right now, I will round up everyone who's willing to fight for their freedom.
Look, Sakara. Who say you're going to lead the uprising? You're too young.
I'm the best man to lead this war. I've been waiting a long time for a moment like this.
No. If it's any uprising and fighting for our freedom, only Papa Kofi can help us.
Why?
I trust his wisdom. He's an Akompo and a man of Jehovah.
Akara is a warrior. He is strong.
And too
is a house slave, and I am just a field slave. Look, right now it's time for fighting and for killing and for who got guts. And I have the guts and the fire. Time for war.
Hold tight, Akara. Not so fast. Let reasoning prevail. Let's get things straight. Now, even I could lead if I want to. But there must be proper order of battle and authority if we have to win. I'm with you all the way. But Kofi here, he's an elder. Let him lead us. Let us plan together.
Let Akara lead if he wants to. He has my blessings and we're of the same tribe anyway.
Yes, I agree with Papa Pope.
Shut up, Hatari. You're too young to know anything. Now look here, all of you. It is not a matter of being a shanty or a clan. This is a matter of life and death. Some proper guidance is needed.
So then what is wrong with I? Look, back home in Ashantiland, I was a lion warrior. Yeah, one of the best in I tribe. I know enough about fighting.
For this kind of fighting, we need a man of experience. Kofi has been planning this a long time. He has his method.
Maybe you are right, Nana. Kofi been here so long in the land. He knows them Dutch people ways well and their weaknesses. But wait, what happens after we win?
Look, we'll deal with that when we get to it. First, we have to fight and kill them all. Look, let me tell all of you something. I don't intend on spending the rest of my life here as a slave or a free man. Because you see where I come from, and we don't salute to no one. At least not for too long.
Let's not wrangle and waste time over tribal and trivial affairs. Leadership is not one man's responsibility. First, there's our freedom to win, and we all decide what to do with that freedom.
All this talk about the slaves going to rise up is balderdash. What do they know about freedom, eh?
As far as things at Magdalenenburg are, our blacks are quite happy. They know they are better off there than anywhere else. They bomba?
Yes, Massa. We can deal with anything the slaves try. We have the guns, whiplash, and fire. Let them try.
Ah, that's what I like about you. Keep those animals in place, eh?
I know no other way here, Masters. My job is to keep things in order, and nothing else matters.
Yes, indeed. And it was a good thing we left early. Soon the wagon will be fixed and we'll be home in Lillienburg and one of Nana's fine meals. At least you gentlemen will be able to fortify yourselves before heading home.
As soon as we can make a deal on the slaves, I'll be heading to Magdalenenburg. When I'm not there, Mefrau Vanasobre becomes worried.
Uh-oh.
It seems, Barkeep, that your other guests from downriver don't appear in such high spirits.
Ah, so indeed. He is somewhat quiet, contemplating his future, no doubt.
Something in the wind, Massa?
What is it, Bomba?
Drums. Tribal drums.
That is what I have been trying to tell you.
Something with uprising.
And those warnings we received at the church gathering.
Well, what about them, Garcia?
Masters, we shouldn't ignore them drums.
What we heard upriver at church are nothing but wild rumors.
You are a complacent man, Barkey. Just because you have been here for so long, in full control, does not
Would you like
necessarily
some
mean...
good Berbice rum to drink your spirits high, my dear faint-hearted missionary?
Drinking such dosages of poisonous liquor will not keep the devil and retribution away, you overlords.
Every so often, one hears that the slaves are rising here. The slaves are rising there. The slaves are rising everywhere. Well, let them rise up, my dear comrade. We Dutch men have just the right thing to put them to death. Let's have another drink. Here.
We just wasting time bickering. The whites can come anytime.
Coffee. There is no turning back now. We have to win our freedom. Now is the time to fight.
Well, better hurry up, Kofi. Master Baki and the other whites could come from church anytime.
Nah. Aren't you afraid of the consequences in case the uprising fails?
No. For our freedom, I'm willing to pay any consequences. I'm fed up with cooking for that Master Baki. And now he wants to sell my only child. As there's Almighty Jehovah, Master Baki should never even think that.
But it's only a matter of time before even our oppressors die. Things must change. Maybe this is the way it has been ordained.
What utter trash, Kofi. Think like a wise man now. Think of us all, not just for yourself alone. Look at me, eh? Black women like me on this plantation, we are the producers, the reproducers, and the dog carriers of this whole slavery system. We are everybody's mother, from massa to oh, Kofi, you got to lead us to freedom and dignity. We wait long for this.
Look, now is no time for tears.
Listen to me, you little snotty, hungry black slave boy from the beach. In this great house, only Master does talk to me anyhow, hear me? Now, all you black men, hear me, and hear me carefully. Too long you all been bickering over nothing, and who is to lead us to freedom?
All right, Nana, all right. You heard your say. We black men know what we must do.
Don't shut me up. Black women aren't stupid. We know what we want. We have had enough brutality done to our bodies, mind, and soul.
Nah. Take a hold of yourself, woman.
Give them fire, Nana.
Nana, not so loudly. The sleeping overseers and drivers will hear us.
Well, if now is the time for freedom, and you men don't know who is to lead us black slaves to Zion, then I will lead.
No! A woman can't lead. This is a man's war.
Shut your mouth, you rubbish. This is everybody's war. Fighting for our freedom has no distinctions and separations.
Well, I will not follow no woman to this war.
Also, do you know that Queen Zinga, the unconquerable who lived in the last century, courageously led her army in Angola against the Portuguese settlers for 40 years?
Indeed. She was courageous, glorious, and uncompromising.
But this is we chance for freedom, and I'm getting it. Nobody will stop by.
I heed the warning I got from the Amerindians. Tomorrow, I am leaving Berbice for Demerara.
It seems fear and inexperience are eating into your pioneering spirit and missionary zeal, being so new to the jungle.
Why, my dear missionary, haven't you any faith in your God? Don't you know what's good for them? They know their place, my dear Theophilus Garcias.
Massa, unless there's a black god for them.
Our slaves are trustworthy, not rebellious. My dear friend Vandenberg. My Delenenberg could do well with a cook like Nana. Actually, I would prefer that young Nefertari. How much are you selling her for? I don't know yet. I had her in the house since she was born. Let's wait until we get home before we talk business.
Akara, we have to be sure if we are attacked. You see, Kofi here has been in the planet at the head vision for eventual freedom long time. Don't be rash. Let us maintain unity at all costs.
Unity?
What unity? The way things are developing right now? Should be every man for himself.
At a time like now, only the strongest will survive.
And the wisest?
Well, maybe both Akara and Kofi could lead.
Maybe, as co-leaders, the two of them are going to be able to combine strength and wisdom, eh?
Well, what about the support of the slaves in the fields and in the houses around here on the plantations?
What kind of arrangement is that? No tribe can have two chiefs.
It doesn't call for all this. Let Akara lead if he wants to.
What are you afraid of, Kofi?
Yeah. I'm afraid of nothing and of no man. But what is life? Whether as slaves or free men, we all have to serve our brothers and sisters. Happiness is not simply gaining victory over the slave master.
Man to man is so unjust. You never know who to trust.
That's why you have to trust yourself.
And whether slave master or slave, we are all one creation from one God. I do not see how any good can come from killing my fellow man, even in battle.
Then tell me something, Kofi. What is freedom worth?
So it is all right for them to whip I and to murder my sister? Kofi, you are a weak heart. Even when they want to sell your only daughter, you still find an excuse to spare them wretched life. Don't you know that every white man and woman is an enemy? And what them do to I and I man must do back to them in return. But maybe you are so happy and satisfied with your little kingdom in the great house.
Kofi, I agree with Akara. They must be killed.
So, Barkeep, how many are you selling me?
I don't think that it is right to buy and sell people.
Ha! What about those heathens in the jungle you have as your slaves?
They are the workers. I am teaching them Christian traditions. As a linguist, I have been hard at work translating the language of the Amerindians. They have a culture of their own. I'm warning you, planters. Do not treat your slaves so barbarously.
Look, Garcias, this is a serious business of commerce we run. Oh, we buy slaves. They help us produce sugar, cotton, and cocoa, among other crops. We earn good money in Europe, And in return for the labor, we feed them, take care of them, civilize them. Missionaries should concern themselves with saving our souls, not meddling in the affairs of us planters. There's only one way to control those brutes. We are all one family. We are the masters. They are the slaves. That's the way it's always going to be.
Kofi, you have to lead us. Everybody knows of your power as a high priest and a consul.
And such a man of good culture will retaliate against the evil wrongdoers. But right now, you are the chosen one of Jah representatives to lead in the fight, ending the wrong against Jah children on them Dutch and them day.
I might be willing to forgive, but we all know that if anyone wrongs one Ashanti, they have to pay.
True.
The Dutch and all other slave masters must pay.
I think I smell some something burning.
Oh, dear, my pot. What will Master Barky say? Come, let go. You men, come to a firm decision quick, but do what is right for freedom.
Can these blacks cook? Ha! What would we do without them? Now take that coffee. A good cooper, but too independent for his own good. Gets too big for his britches sometimes. Imagines himself to be some sort of medicine man or something. Dabbles in witchcraft, I'd say. Thinks he owns my plantation. Well, one of these days You'll what? I'll sell him. And I'll certainly buy him from you. If you include Nefertari.
You will not have time for selling any slaves. The reports we got were alarming. The Indians said the slaves told them that they were rising up because they were suffering and starving.
You are just a coward, Garcias! Looking for an excuse to run away.
I'm a Christian. I believe.
And so are we all. What do you say, Vandenberg?
Well, of course. We planters are as much Christians as you missionaries are.
And even more so than them in some respects.
Well, as Christians, my dear planters, the Bible teaches you, do unto others as you would have others.
Enough! Just cut the balderdash out. I want no sermon. You men either eat up or shut up. I want no more talk of slave-loving or slave uprising. These slaves are nothing but stupid black animals. They are not like us, and never will be.
Kofi, we done rise in the country. Now is the time to win with freedom. We have to fight and win.
Look, you see all this talking about who is leader and who is follower. We deal with that after we win with freedom. Right now, all hearts and soul depends on this fight ahead. Kofi, Akara, much needed on you two warriors.
The Shanti God of war and destruction. Great Jah, great Naya Kompan. He will guide us in the struggle, Kofi.
All right. It is war. We fight for our freedom. Akabre, send some men to plantations, Juliana, Elizabeth, and Alexandria. Akara, send some men to Hollandia and Zealandia across the river. Hollandia and Zealandia. Do they have warehouses with guns too?
We go overpower them guards and seize them weapons.
Then come on, let's go do what we have to do. When you get the weapons, return here. We have a different reception waiting for them.
Come on, everybody. Let's drink up and be merry. There's nothing to fear. Where are those damn slaves? I need more rum.
What's that sound?
It sounds like somebody's coming this way. He'd be wandering around the jungle this time of day. What's happening?
Uprising. They're coming.
What are you men doing here? Don't you know the slaves have risen up?
Uprising? When?
Where? Now. May God have mercy on your souls.
Elizabeth, what's going on? What are you doing here? What's happened to the two of you?
Slaves have risen up.
On Wednesday morning.
We barely escaped with our lives.
We've been trying to reach Fort Nassau.
But our way was blocked by the rampaging blacks.
We hit upon this trail by chance and we were lucky to make it. But we can't stay here for long. There are too many.
We have to make it downriver to the fort.
We'll never make it! We better prepare to defend ourselves right here! Mama!
Yes, master?
I want you to go see if anybody's coming. Now, the first thing you hear, I want you to shout, let us know.
Yes, master.
Mama, be careful.
remember you. You is the man who hit me in my head. That day at Lillianburg.
I've never seen you.
I'm going to repair you. Great God of our centennial compound, God of war and destruction, appear unto your people and accept the sacrifices we give unto you. Brothers and sisters, Nyan's compound needs sacrifices to redress the wrongs that were done to his children by the Dutch. Nyan's compound says that they must be punished. Nyan compound says that they must die. Nyan compound says that they must be whipped Until they die. Yeah! Starting with this wicked woman.
Is enough, Captain Akara. Who gave permission for this gathering? What are you up to, Akara? I want these two taken alive into the great house. We need them as hostages for bargaining purposes.
Hostage bargaining? But who? We are in charge now. We're not doing any hostage bargaining.
Yes. Do as I say. I want them alive.
Before you stepped in, Kofi, we were preparing to offer sacrifices to Nyankampo.
Yes. I am a Kamfo here. And I say Nyankampo needs no more sacrifices. He has had enough. We are free.
The people needed Kofi.
Yes. These people will live until we get the reply from Van Hoogenem and Dagorad to the proposals we sent. We will live like civilized people and not follow the example of our former masters in being barbarians.
Just tell me, Kofi, why must these whites live in? They have to die.
Yes.
They all must die.
That is not for you to decide. Akara, we must maintain discipline.
Man, the people don't decide.
Yes.
We don't want no white trash with we. Look, we are killing the oppressor and going back home to Ashantiland.
Ashantiland.
We just need votes.
That is why we need them as hostages to bargain for such things. It is better than senseless fighting and killing.
That is no use. We are not bargaining with the Dutch. We are driving them totally off of the land.
Yes.
And out of the way.
Yes.
This is not the first time you are going against my direct orders.
I know. So what? We don't want these white dogs, do we? They have to die. And the sooner the better. There's no use keeping them here any longer. They're going to know all our plans.
Yes.
And propose them escape.
Yes.
Then you will answer, Akara. Right now you are being indisciplined. Give me that cutlass. If there's to be any killing tonight, then as a Kamfo of Berbice and head of our revolutionary forces, I give the orders.
We are co-leaders. So why don't you take care of looking after the sick, and I will take care of the fighting of the killing.
Give me that cutlass.
What is wrong with you, Kofi? Don't you know that this is a war to the death, and that every white man and woman is the enemy? Look, if they get the chance, they may slay again, and maybe even kill with this time. And that is what we're fighting for ourselves.
Everyone must be judged according to their own merit. The war we are fighting is one to give freedom and life to all, blacks and whites alike. We are the ones to teach forgiveness. We praise the Almighty Yahweh Jehovah. We are from creation. We will always win.
That is far enough, Kofi. You're not stopping nothing. So move out of my way or I'm going to move you. Now these whites must die. And if not by the fire, and if not by the whip, then they must die by the steel. And maybe if you want, you could die with them also, seeing as you love them so much.
What is this, Akara? Why can't you take orders? Put that cutlass down now, and we can talk about it in the morning. Put that cutlass down, now!
Akara, please listen to Kofi. There's no reason for us to fight amongst ourselves. And over what?
Brothers and sisters, even though we have suffered, not all whites are alike. Me Frau Vanna Saul at times was a cruel woman.
I said there will be no killing. Do you still want to try?
Curse you, Kofi. You live in a great house with a white man too long. There's still a house here. Now you listen to me. If you ever try to stop me from going back home to Ashanti land and from killing the oppressor, then I will kill you.
Samba, Bambata. Make sure the prisoners are fed. Let them wash and make them comfortable in the house. Aphrodite,
Yes, Papa Kofi.
help them. Keep a sharp watch. Of our ancestors and honor the struggle of our elders. We must strive to bring new values and new life to our people. We must have peace and harmony, so we will be loving, sharing, and creative. We must work, study, and listen, so we may learn so we may teach. We will cultivate self-reliance. We will struggle to resurrect and unify our homeland right here if possible.
Yes.
And we will have many children for our free nation. We must have discipline, patience, devotion, and courage. We must live as free human beings to give direction to our people. We will be free and self-determining. We are forced roots onto Jah. Yeah. We will win. Yeah. We will win.